Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna give people a few minutes. Come on. Excuse me. You guys are gonna want to tune into this live. You guys aren't gonna want to miss it because, as the title suggests, we're gonna talk about October. Mainly, I want to let you guys know what movies are going to be coming up in October, movies that I'm going to review. And this time, I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to review for the first 5 days of October. Oh, well, for the first 6, because I have a few in mind. But then I'm going to let you guys. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to give you guys the rundown of October because, as you all know, October is Halloween, and if you guys remember, I like to do 31 Days of Horror or 31 Days of Halloween. So this is just me going over the list of movies that I'm gonna do this year, and yeah, give you guys an opportunity to speak your opinion. And yeah, so first off, let me get my calendar out. Go to the month of October. Can't believe we're in the second day of September already. Okay, so for Wednesday through Sunday, because October starts on a Wednesday. So October 1st through the 5th, that's a Sunday, I'm going to review all 5 Insidious movies. So Wednesday is Insidious. Thursday is Insidious Chapter 2. Friday, when I get off work, I'll film the review for Insidious Chapter 3. Saturday, same thing, when I get off work, I'll film the review for Insidious Chapter 4, or The Last Key, and then Sunday is Insidious The Red Door. And then, so, that's all of that. And then, Monday, I'm gonna watch it today, but I'm gonna watch it today, but then I'm gonna talk about it in October. It's called You're It. So I'm going to watch that on Monday, the 6th, and review that. And then also on Monday, I'm going to start. I know this is kind of. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, what about the director? I'm going to tell you all the movies, and then I'm going to explain how I'm going to do them. So, Monday the 6th, I'm going to review You're It, because one of my friends is in it. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so that's the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. I've only seen the first one. I've never seen the second one or the third one, so I'm going to watch those and review those. I'm going to review the Jeepers Creepers movies. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, you know what the director is, right? You know about the director, right? Yes, I'm fully aware of yes, I know the director. I know the history with the director. I know the director is not a nice person. In fact, maybe by the time I review the movies, he'll be dead. Maybe. Let's see. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah. Oh, and funny enough, Sunday was the anniversary. Because Jeepers Creepers came out on August 31st of 2001. So I'm just now realizing that. Yeah, so the director. Now I kind of don't want to review these movies. Now I kind of don't want to review these movies because then I'm going to be giving this guy. Then I'm going to be giving the director a lot of attention. So this is how I'm going to review the Jeepers Creepers movies. Now, usually when I review a movie, I say the name of the movie, who it was directed by, I give the cast, and then I talk about the plot. I am not going to mention the director's name. I know his name. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to mention anything about the director. I'm not going to comment on the direction of the film. I'm not going to comment on anything the director did in the movie, about the movie. So I'm not going to say, the director's work is good. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to mention the director. I'm not going to say directed by the name. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to talk about the movie. So you're not going to hear me say the director's name. I'm not going to say the director's name. Mainly because I don't want to. So, and I know he's a bad man. He's a child molester. He if you don't know the story, he basically molested a 12-year-old boy that starred in one of his movies. By the way, the guy I'll just say it. The guy I'm talking about is Victor Salva. Victor Salva is the guy that made the Jeepers Creepers movies. He made all 3 of them. He made the movie Clown House, which I like. I like Clown House. I think Clown House is a good movie. And there apparently was a 12-year-old boy that starred in that movie, and he was molested as a child. So that's probably got to be a traumatizing. That's probably got to be very traumatizing for a child to go through. But yeah. So yeah, Victor Salva, he's a disgusting man. He's 65. He's 67, so I'm surprised he hasn't died yet. But yeah. So I am going to review Jeepers Creepers, but I'm not going to talk about Victor Salva's work. I'm not going to talk about Victor Salva in the reviews. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. So give me 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, so where was I? Where was I? Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about Victor Salva. I'm not going to yeah, so just know that if I don't mention the director's name, don't get mad at me, because I'm not going to do that, because that would just be me giving him, attention, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to give this guy any attention. So yeah, I am going to review the Jeepers Creepers movies, but I'm not going to mention the director's name, so don't get mad at me if you don't hear me say his name, because I'm not going to say his name. I'm just not going to. I just don't want to. So and then that leaves the 10th and the 11th, and the 12th, because I'm gonna review Insidious, all 5 Insidious movies on the first week, and then the 6th, 7th, and 8th is Jeepers Creepers. And then the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, I'm going to review the Joyride movies, because I've only seen the first one. I've never seen the second or the third one. So I'm going to review that. I'm going to review those 3, the 9th, 10th, and the 11th. And then, I guess for the 12th through 18th, I'll do Saw. So wait. Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jigsaw, Spiral, Saw X. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the Saw movies yet. I'll let y'all know. And then obviously I'm going to review Halloween. In fact, I might re-review Halloween 1 and 2, just because that way I can watch Halloween 3, even though I know Halloween 3 is a terrible movie because it has nothing to do with Michael Myers. But I don't care. I still like Halloween 3. I know most people don't, because Michael Myers is not in Halloween 3. So I know that. I know he's not in Halloween 3. So yeah. So anyway. But that's it for right now. That's all I have planned for October. Don't worry, I will have more to talk about. But for right now, that's it. That's all you're gonna hear for right now. So yeah. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the comments. And yeah, until then, I'm Dawson. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I will see you next time with another review. Bye.